Hello and welcome to Stamping with Fiona and the start of my Stamping on the World Cup, which started yesterday with one match, I think it was. But today hubby is now on his third match. I think he admitted that 3 in one day is too much. So it's Monday, the 21st of November. So for this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be here around 7 o'clock. Just to share with you a very quick and easy project to do with gift giving. So either some packages, or today we're doing a gift card holder. And then the same next week, Monday to Friday. I'll review the times, but probably 7-ish. It's quite a good time. And having looked at the matches, they're ones that I think my husband will be watching, so that's fine. Yeah, it's really weird because last year I did stamping on the Euros, and of course it was summer and light and everything, and it's really, I mean, it already feels like the middle of the night because it's been dark for so long. So as I said, it's a series, and I do have a host code for you. So if you shop in my store during this, I don't know what you'd call them, series, then I will send you the tutorial for the Friday on Fiona of whichever week. So last Friday's actually closes tomorrow. So if you buy something today or tomorrow, you'll get the Kindest Gnomes from last week. This week, I think I'm doing the vellum, the snowflake vellum. So if you buy something from Wednesday through to next Tuesday, you would get that. And I can't remember the week after, so I will share that next time. So if you spend a minimum of £35, then I send you everything you need, a kit to make 6 cards. So it's 2 each of the 3 that I've demonstrated. And let me get rid of my face and make my, there we go, that's better. So you can see my desk now, which is a bit of a mess, I have to say. So there's the host code. Let me just quickly put the banner up. Hopefully it's still there. So that is the host code currently, and if you want to make a note for it, but it will be in the comments at some stage or the description. So right, let me remove that just because, no, because it's hiding my table. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you today is it's great for using up designer series paper. I don't know about you, but I have tons of it. I love it, and I really try not to hoard it, but it's so difficult. So this is tied together using a ribbon, and I've used a beautiful gold, it's just called gold, but I think it's a shimmer ribbon that's in the annual catalogue. And I've used the gingham paper, designer series paper, and this is shaded spruce. So today I'm doing kind of traditional Christmas colours, but they won't always be. I've got some beautiful stuff using pinks and blues and things like that. So yeah, so you open it up like that, and then this is where you can put your message and tuck a gift card, or if you give cash, then that. And it's great. I think it's really cute. I love the penguin, which is retiring at the end of the mini catalogue, which is I think something like the 4th of January, but the last chance list goes on sale on the 1st of December, and if it's reduced, it will be gone as soon as it sells out, basically. So you get this stamp set, which is £17. You get these lovely little sayings, and then you get the actual penguin, you get the eyes, the nose, the feet, all sorts. So I've already cut the white bit out. I have rheumatoid arthritis and quite bad arthritis in my hands, so hubby just cut loads and loads and loads out for me, and I kept them all, but I haven't got a big one, so I need to cut. I'm just going to punch out the black one before we get going, and then I can hopefully make a bit of space. And I think I didn't actually give him any feet, so that's fine, don't need to worry about that. Let's get that out of the way. And I'm just going to stamp before I glue him down. I need his eyes I need a nose, and I need a bow tie. So what colours am I doing? So eyes are going to be black. I used Pale Papaya for his nose, and I used Real Red, which we're going to need for the sentiment as well. Now, if it was cling stamps, I would use my markers because they are tiny, but unfortunately photopolymer doesn't, the markers kind of don't do too well. So let's find his nose. I think that's, I'm not sure if it's his nose or his mouth actually, but anyway, whatever it is. And the eyes have it. Okay, let's do the eyes first. What's my black? My Memento black. Gonna have to take that nose off actually. So I'm just going to line up my eyes, and then you kind of have this little. Can you see that? Okay. Oh, let me put my other light on because it seems to be a bit of shadow. That's better. Yeah. So you've got this curve, and you kind of do the eyes just below that, and it looks a bit weird when it's on its own, but once it goes onto the black, it kind of looks a bit more reasonable. I'm waiting for new chamois to come. My chamois has actually gone mouldy. I've had it a long time, so I've gone back to using my I mean, this is amazing, but I find it really hard to keep clean. So that's the eyes cleaned, and this is a really quick project. It's just the stamping will take a couple of minutes. So then we're going to do his beak, I guess it is, and then that goes right in the middle there, just below the eyes. Perfect. And I'll just clean that, and then I'll get his, I mean, we did a bow tie on that one, but there is a scarf. Could maybe do a scarf. Where's the scarf? No, I think we'll stick with the bow tie. It's a season of festivity after all, dressing up. Okay, so I can put my Pale Papayas. I'm going to stick my hand in it, get that out of the way. Feels like my camera's not straight. I don't know if it is or not. Maybe it's just the angle I'm looking at. Right, so I'm going to do his bow tie in Real Red. Slightly off center, but never mind. He might, you know, he might have had a couple of drinks or something. The Happy Christmas actually comes from the Celebrate with Tags set, which I'm so thrilled to hear is carrying over because I love it. It's got lovely sentiments, and then it also has the mittens, which I really like. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Right, I'm just going to spray this. This is special cleaner for photopolymers because otherwise I am really OCD. I don't like my stamps being stained. Whoops. Okay. Let's pop that out of the way. So I think I'm done with that set. Oh, I haven't put his nose back. Where's his nose gone? There it is. Phew. They're so small, it's so easy to lose them. Let's pop him away. And now I'm going to pop him together. So I'm just going to use a bit of Stampin' Seal Plus on the back of the white bit, just down the middle, and pop that in the middle of the black. How cool is that? Now I've got my penguin. I think he's cute. so cute. I'm quite sorry he's going actually, but he has been around for a couple of years now, so I'm not that surprised. Now he's going to go on the side with some dimensionals, and I'm going to just stamp my Merry Christmas, and then we'll start putting everything together. I meant to be really organised and have all the measurements like written down, and so I was able to tell them. I had got as far as getting the book out, and got distracted. So I'll pop those. I'll edit the bit above the video later and pop the measurements in there. Right, so just need some dimensionals, and I had some earlier. I've got one there, but I think I need more than one. There we go. And he's black, so I'm going to use my black dimensionals, which I don't use very often. And that's all we need. And just, whoops, put him to the side. Okay. So he needs to then go on. I've just die cut. I think it's the second to. Oh, can't speak straight. So it's not the smallest. It's the next one up. Scalloped contour, and I've just cut the basic white to fit inside. So I'm just going to pop some Stampin' Seal Plus on the back there. Please don't run out on me. It is low, actually. I hadn't realised that. Go through them so quickly. I'm just gonna line that up. Okay, so that's my decoration done, and then I've got my piece of it's the, now what's it called, the Gingham, is it Gingham Cottage? Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper, and it's a pack of 48, I think. It's huge, and that is also going to be in the last chance sale on the 1st of December, so that will be an absolute bargain to get it in the sale. So my measurements for this are 12.8 centimetres or 5 inches by, and it's 12 inches, so that's 30.5 centimetres, I think. Oh, I got my centimetres, yeah, up to here, 30.5, yeah, 30.5 centimetres. And then I've scored it. Now this is what I will need to measure and write out for you. So it's 1 1/4 from each end, which is 3 centimetres, and then there's a couple more further down, so I will need to measure it and post that for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is on this one, on the outside I had the big squares showing, so I think I'm going to go the other way, and then what you do is you fold over the top and the bottom to make your pouch. So I'm going to have this as my outside, so that means that's my outside. That means that goes up and that goes over, and I can't see my other. That goes over. Just need to get my button folder for a nice crisp, and there we go. Okay, I'm just going to work it out either putting it next to the one. Right, that's it. Yeah, the one bit is slightly smaller than the other, so that bit's just going to go. Now I'm going to use wet glue, because you really, if I use my seal, it's going to take up like a whole bit, but because I'm going to be using it to put a card in, I really just want a very narrow bit at the side. And Tombow does stick when it's dry. It is really strong, so that's that. I'm going to fold that over, hold that down, and think that's probably enough for the, now I've just realised I do need another bit of cardstock. So I'm just going to glue this with my Seal Plus. And this is just decor. It's not, doesn't matter if you don't do it, but it just gives it, you see, basically you get to see both sides of the paper. Now there I've got my pouch, okay, and it is not quite dry, but there we go. And then on the top, let's use my bone folder again, the same thing with my flap, so that you get to see the contrasting side of the paper. I mean, I'm sticking to the red and green, but I've got some beautiful, like the Storybook Gnomes paper. You've got this Pacific Point snowflake paper. You know, you can basically do it. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. It can be for any at all. Now, here, I'll just show you. So basically, I've cut a piece of shaded spruce, and that is 10 by 9, and then the basic white is 9.5 by 8.5, and you can stamp, you know, something else on there. You can put your message on there, and that will then go in there for your recipient. Okay, now I need my ribbon, and I'm going to wrap it round. And you can do your bow wherever you want. I had mine at the top, but I don't particularly like it there, so I'm actually doing it at the bottom because you have to undo it to open it. So I'm going to do that first, and then I will pop my scallop contour on with some dimensionals. Right, here we go. Best laid plans, doing a bow on video. Okay. Now I haven't cut it off because just in case I need to adjust how much I use. That's okay, we'll cut that now. As I said, that's in the annual catalogue. There is like a very vanilla with a gold running through it that's going to carry over. So I'm just going to adjust my ribbon, pull it down so that it's a bit further down. And let's make the actual bow a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. So with your scallop contour, it's going to overlap because it's holding it closed. Well, the ribbon's holding it closed, but you don't want to glue everything because you'd have to rip it to open it. You want to glue it's slightly more than half, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, slightly more than half on the top part. So I'm just going to get some dimensionals. And this actually has, because it's got the scallops, it's kind of quite easy to work out. Well, that's a point. I don't know about you, but I always use my edges. And if you've got a long edge like this one, it's really handy. It's not going to go. In fact, it's probably going to be too long, but let's. That's weird. It's lost all its sticky. Okay. Right, let's cut that off, and I'll use some actual dimensions and hope they're sticky. Yes, they are. That one. So I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4 to about there. And 1 and 1. That should be plenty to make sure it is secure. I know some people just use like a couple, but I'm always worried that it's going to fall off either before the recipient opens it or, you know, as soon as they have. So let's just check I'm not going. There. So that took, I know I had to cut and score the paper, which didn't take very long. So that's taken like 20 minutes. And I just love it. I really, really do love it. You can use any sort of ribbon. You can use any colours. That's my other one, which is just to show you when it's open. Let's just do that up. I haven't heard any shrieking, so I'm assuming, mind you, it's early days in the tournament, so okay. So I hope you like those. That's my first stamping on the World Cup, and I will be back tomorrow at a similar time with either a bag or a box or something like that. So thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.